Today we will be stringing a mid pocket in the STX Hammer 500. Alright, so before we begin the tutorial, you're going to need a 9 diamond top string, as you can see I have here in the head. And you're going to do that 9 diamond top string on the first hole of the head. As you can see, there's no holes. So once again, 9 diamond top string on the first hole of the head. Okay, so to start the pattern on the STX Hammer 500, we're going to start on the second hole of the head. So I'm going to put my string through. We're going to go through the first available mesh hole, just like so, and we're going to go back through that same sidewall hole and then mesh hole once again. Just like that. So now what we're going to do is skip the first sidewall hole and then do an SI on the next one. So we're going to go down through the top of the next mesh hole into the sidewall hole, making sure you skip that big one, and then through the loop that we create. Now we're going to take our string and go from the bottom up and up through that same mesh hole. Pull it nice and tight, just like so. And now what we're going to do is skip another hole and do another SI, just like how we did. Do the loop that we create. And then back and up through that same mesh hole. Just like so. Now what we're going to do is do another SI without skipping any holes. Just like so. So that's going to create our channel so the ball comes out nice and even. Next, we're going to skip a hole and do a knotted stacked SI. So we're going to go down through the top of the next mesh hole and down through the top of the mesh hole after that one. Now at this point, we're going to take the top of the mesh and pull it up towards the scoop, nice and tight. And we're going to take our string and pull it down so that way the mesh anchors next to the plastic. At this point, what we're going to do is take our string and go into the sidewall hole, making sure to skip that one. Just like this, and we should have this loop left over. So we're going to take our string and go from behind it and through the loop. Doing it so that way it'll create a pretzel shape, as you can see. So don't pull all the way through. So now what we're going to do is from the inside of the plastic, we're going to pull the string that we pulled through, get all the slack out. Now we're going to take your finger and pinch the string sidewall to the plastic of the head. You're going to pull the string downwards. So doing that should lock the knot, and if it slips a little, you might have to readjust it a little bit and then continue to pull it down so it's nice and tight. Now what we're going to do is take our string and go back, up, and under the last mesh hole we went under. And we're going to do it one more time, but through the first mesh loop that we went through. So it should look something like this. Now what we need to do is just pull it up, take the top of the mesh, and then pull it downwards, nice and tight. Now what we're going to do is a 1 SI, so take our string and go up and under the next mesh loop. And then do an SI without going into any sidewall holes. Making sure to pull the mesh up towards the scoop. We're going to take our string and go into the next sidewall hole. Doing a nice SI, and you're going to go up and through the bottom of that last mesh hole. just like that. Now what we need to do is another basic SI after that one. And then after that, we're going to do one more SI. So into the top of the mesh hole, pulling up the mesh to help to create the pocket into the next sidewall hole, through the loop that we create, and then up from the bottom of that same mesh hole. Now to tie off the sidewall, what we're going to do is take our string, go and do an interlock. So we're going to go into the sidewall hole first. So you should have this loop. So we should take the next mesh loop and taking our string from the inside, going up and through the mesh loop. And then we're going to take our string, pull it through the loop. Then we're going to take the mesh and pull it upwards, once again towards the scoop, and then pull the string up and then down so it's nice and tight. Last, what we need to do is take our string, take the same mesh hole and go back and over and into the inside. And now to finish off, we're going to take our string from the inside of the head and go down and out through the next sidewall hole. Just like so. And from the inside, it should look just like this. Now all we need to do is just tie a knot. Just like so. So after that, we should have a very nice looking mid pocket with a very nice channel. It's going to be very accurate. As you can see, it's going to have a ton of hold, a decent amount of whip. It's going to be great for clearing and walking the dog. Also, it's going to be perfect for any LSM or close defender. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.